Hi guys, it's New Jersey Garden. It's July 9th and I wanted to show you my vegetable garden and what's happening in it. We had a lot of strawberries that we picked in June, and now I have a lot of borage in here, which is attracting a lot of bees, and these blue flowers are actually edible. And the borage actually just seeded itself from last year, so I have a lot of it in here. And then the peas, the sugar snap peas, are on their way out. I've been picking them pretty regularly over the last few weeks. And then we have some tomato plants in here. There's Prudence Purple, which is getting a little shaded out by the sugar snap peas. There's another Prudence Purple. No fruit has developed on this one yet. And then this is Brandywine, this tall one here. And I'm in the process of staking these. I use this Velcro tape to stake my tomatoes, but I see just a couple tomatoes. That one looks like it got picked a little bit by the birds. And then here's another Brandywine. There's a tomato in there, if you can see. Let me try to get around. There's a tomato. And then over here, there's a cherry tomato, which is developing a lot of fruit. It's going to have yellow tomatoes. It's called Sun Gold. And then in here, I have a lot of Ammi, the green lace Ammi in here, and it's getting a little shaded out by these two big sunflowers that I have that will be blooming soon. And then a black-eyed Susan found its way in here, so I'm just letting that bloom. And then we have a lot of zucchinis that I've been picking. This zucchini is called Cash Flow, and it just started developing fruit last week, and I've been picking off of it. So we're getting a lot of fruit. And then in the middle here, this developed from seeds from last year. I don't know what kind of squash this is, if it's a pumpkin or what it is, so I will know shortly. And the last thing we have a little bit of dill in here. The last thing I have in here is the cucumbers, and we're growing really slowly because I think they were getting shaded out a little bit by all this borage that was in here. I had to pull some of it out. But there's like 5 or 6 cucumber plants in here, and I do see some baby cucumbers developing. There's one right there. Normally by the 4th of July I already have my first cucumbers, so this is pretty late. There's one down there developing. So I'm hoping with the additional sun that these are getting that we'll have a lot of cucumbers in the coming weeks. So that's what's going on with the vegetable garden. Then over here we have this beautiful Oriental Lily that just started blooming yesterday. Now this is why I don't grow daisies anymore. I think it's earwigs. I get some pest, which I think is an earwig, eating all the petals. And they eat them at night. I don't see them in the daytime. So I did remove a lot of my daisies from this garden bed. There's a lot of coreopsis in here. I picked some of the lavender to dry and to put into sachet bags. The bees love the lavender. I had a lot of poppies over here, and I used the poppy seed heads when they were fresh in arrangements. I have been selling a lot of my flowers at a local farm, and some weeks I don't have anything to sell, and some weeks I do have flowers to sell. So I've also been selling some of the blanket flowers to the farm because they do have long stems. And then over here is a white lily that should be blooming by next week. The yarrow has just gone past. I'll come around to the other side of the garden bed. This spring I have planted some wild bergamot down here, so that will be blooming next year. And here's that lily again. So what has just started coming into bloom is the liatris. It has these purple spikes. The flowers start blooming at the top and then they go downward. I also have butterfly weed, which is the orange plant. This here is a brown-eyed Susan. There's more brown-eyed Susan. Then I have a lot of coneflower that hasn't started blooming yet, and something is eating the petals off of these as well, which is a shame because coneflower is really nice. There's a monarch. Butterflies really like liatris, and so do the bees. And then what's nice also about the blanket flower is the seed pods are really interesting. They have these fuzzy tops to them. Then over here, there's more liatris and some yarrow down there. And then the clematis started blooming. I wish I knew what variety of clematis this is. I've been looking for years to figure out what variety this is. Now I had a lot of yarrow over here, and I was really disappointed. I had so much aphids on it, so I couldn't use it in any of the bouquets, but it is still really pretty. It's very drought tolerant and the deer don't touch it. It just was disappointing because it was just loaded with aphids. So here's some more coneflower. As you can see, it's getting all eaten by something, and I have a lot of it in here. So I'm just learning, you know, that if things don't work out here, I just grow something else. I did have a lot of rose campion and that did great. Nothing bothered it. It's on its way out, but it was a really great plant to have in here. And then these are the Rudbeckia. They're just starting to bloom. I am growing a lot of varieties of zinnia this year. I have some here and then some right in front of my house. So in 2 to 3 weeks I should start seeing zinnias. And those are really prolific, and I'll get a lot of zinnias in late August and all through September. So I'll be able to sell those zinnias at the farmer's market. But this is what the garden is looking like right now. and I need to do some deadheading in here. But I am enjoying selling those cut flowers this summer. That's been really fun. Thanks so much for watching this video. Have a great day.